Also, the Jiao Yin Xin No Yu, the Tushita, the Guzi Kambu la, Mizi Chazang, Guzi Kambu Sin the Jingdo, Guzi Chazang la, the Shidi said, Halebe Kejimures, the Shidi said, Seni Yongures. And Shangzi said, Shidi Shangzi than Joyores, Shangzi, Jamba the Zero compassion. Shangzi than Joyores. Any Mi Jigi Tsunes Laureta, Mi Ji, DJ the Dembengane, Mi Ji, DJ the Dembengane, Tsuola, never la. Di 가서 best 디 자오다부디 샹지레스 좋아 샹지레스 디제 두야기 주조디앙 샹지레스 나랑수 미 린탕디스라 그래 미 린탕스 나고네 value human beings value 좋아 린탕디앙 샹지레스 제상 난 생각 리벌 템베 신연디 잠블리기 신연기 나로라야 주구두스 잠블리기 신연이야 주구두 단단 잠블리기 제지 신연기 디생기 나로라 로터카 나로라 아니 생종들 제기 로단다 나랑수 미지기 디제기 조디 삼바 상부지도 투디요 삼바 상부디 배가수 소나신 임바디 디 로수자케 로다 나로라 지당 차니 매베 숨시와 그래서 신연기 투네 신연 제당기 투네 잠블린 조당고도 시 디베 가서 그래 포장신 부지기 투네 자친부지기 투네 잠블리라 마투 마요에 제 더신나요 그랬어 다른 부지니베 가서 우리 자친부지기 돈에 마투 명어 제기 더시 나요레스 미지지 강에디 강에 수켄디 미레 수켄디 미인자 강에 매버 수켄디야 미기 제고 그랬어 미기 수베 강에디 미기 매버 수도 그랬어 디야 깨지시네 나좀 미레스 나좀 미인자 강에 체디 다이얼로그 지네 아니 주센 당시 뭐에네 수 가르를 때네 뭐에네 수도 튠베 타랑 베제 땅에 매버 수고를 마도 둔두나시 둔두시기와 둔두스나 애니 둔두기 강에 체디 가르치기래 다이얼로그 제요 말 다이얼로그 제면서 둔두기 가르치기래 강에 체디 자린 자고다 자린 자야마도 더시요 말 그래서 디 둔두기 제당을 했지. 다 둔두 제당을 했으라고 렌다고래. 근데 남주 비제 당에 아니 디제고를 했지. 야오름 지기베 미지지라 더시 디 땅을 오랬다. 면 디송다.
So thank you for your question and the responses from His Holiness the Dalai Lama always, actually for his whole life, has been saying again and again and explaining again and again how our peace and happiness is extremely important and how our happiness and peace comes from our within, from our minds, and that our peace and happiness is related with love and compassion. And so His Holiness says that for people to live in peace and happiness, we need love and compassion. His Holiness has been saying this for his whole life, teaching this for his whole life, and saying that the main source of our happiness is love and compassion. And the human value, what makes a human valuable, what's the value of a human, is our love and our compassion. Our love and compassion, Rinpoche. And so what His Holiness has been trying to promote and establish for many, many years, a long, long time, is that along with general education, we need to have education of the mind, education of the heart. So that this needs to go together with the general education. And so that in schools and the education systems, they need to change to bring in this education of love and compassion. So this is being established and has been, for a long, long time. His Holiness has not only been saying about it, but actively bringing this education of the heart into the general education. And so this is His Holiness's long-term vision and his big vision, and as a way to avoid wars, getting directly to your point. And so His Holiness has said again and again that the humans are the causes of these problems, so the humans can be the ones to overcome those problems. How? Because another quality of our being human is that we can engage in dialogue. Right? When we engage in the fighting, then we're nothing different like animals. The animals, when they confront a difficult situation, they fight. They don't discuss and resolve things with dialogue. They fight. But we as humans we're able to engage in dialogue. And so in this way, His Holiness has been working extensively his whole life to try and promote love and compassion, and trying to bring that education of the heart into our general education system in order to prevent wars, in order to bring about the peace and happiness of humanity.
Number yi Tadang Kante Yorsina Manchula. Number Sanjebe Manchula Tadang Kante Yores Shuina. Manchu Jane Gange Meva Sugin Sigoro. Di Sutu Mare Escorta. Tsewagi, Tsewa Yi, Tsewa Meva Sutu Maris. Tsegi Tsewa Meva Sutu Maris. Tsewa Meva di Susursina, Shanzi, Shidi Tsewa Meva Sutu Res. Shesan Xie Talang Hakuya. Xie Talang. Ta Kandela Guru Shiwa, Tsewa the Shiwa. Tseme Shiwa.
Tsewa's in violence, the hatred, love.
Tsewagi doshu de kare. Tsewagi opposite. Odi. No.
Ale tseme hakus.
Ta Shiwagi tsewa meva sutugures. Tseme Shiwagi tsewa meva sutugures. Listen.
Non-violent.
Ani masebe tsewa dan tsewa meve taulani druoina competition re druoina tsewa meve taulandi halebe 가수래 뉴버치오 요레스. 근데 남배 따당레스. 저 남배 지용기 따당 되는다 보죠.
And so then if we ask what's the Buddhist perspective on war, then in general we think that through war we might bring about a resolution or a solution, right? But actually from the Buddhist perspective, that's so not in line with reality. The war cannot bring about a resolution. And from the Buddhist perspective, hatred can never overcome hatred. Only love and compassion can overcome hatred. And so when we look at violence, violence cannot be overcome with more violence. Actually, non-violence is the way to overcome violence. And actually when we when we draw on non-violence to overcome violence, it's actually the most powerful way to overcome violence.
다 유크레인다 러시아기 마투 차츠나 디 롬바니기 강에 지부 말레스. 딘 잠블리기 강에레스. 디베 단 잠블리 미참마기 디 상당고에 된다레 상도스다 나랑 계기.
And so Rinpoche's thought is that the war between Ukraine and Russia is not just between Ukraine and Russia. It's not just the problem of Ukraine and Russia. It's actually a problem of the whole world. And the whole world should be looking at ways to overcome it. It affects all of us. And it's a responsibility of all of us. Again, responsibility.
수술을 빠베 근데 친상디 수수기 제가 중용되로 지랑기 제거디 country 래 제거스나 수수 친상디 수수기 제거 춘중디로
그나 최상 그런 기억하거든. 최상
친상 family
아네. 김상 건다.
친상디 수수기 제거 춘중디레스 지랑기 제거디 제거 친구들어 다 녜네 미치네 니네 시네 주주네 자담바 도시야 누구로 가서 왔다 내가 야부인바이나 미치제 아니 니 미니바디의 수진티 디네 미시제 주 아니 주주 자담바 도시야 누구로 되게 그래서 저랑 치라 아니 가서 두두기 가서 왔다 군소라 지 수술의 바비 푸 인지무토네 잠블리의 펜바 수술 롱발의 펜바 디 가르치에도 인지무토네 펜바디 수술 지숑 다고자야다 아니 다나신기 다 공도 쉬워나신 나조 미신비 차네 나랑술의 개치슈디 디제의 덴바체디레스지네 진대기 가서 올다 잠빌로자다 인진부 핀도 유디베 수수 미리기 리숑다 아니 로자 디수지디 파도 스타비당바이나 디토니지 핀도 용도 가버렸어.
And then if we look for on a personal level, like what we can do as individuals, then if we think one's own family is like one's own country, isn't it? It's like as our own small little country, our own small little world, and so in a way when we engage in anything, we rely on 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like more and more people, and whatever we do, and it affects these people around us, right? And so Rinpoche is saying that if we are able to look after our own culture, if we're able to think long term, think what can I do to help to contribute towards overcoming this war, what can I do to contribute long term towards bringing more peace and happiness here and in this world, then you can, if you spend your life thinking like whatever good is in the culture, to preserve that, to try and preserve what is good in the culture, what is positive, then sort of dedicating our time and our life to be able to preserving those things and looking after those things and upholding those things, then that is going to bring benefit, and so that's what would be worthwhile to do.
다가는 잠블리 침부시우스게 말해 지제는 잠블리 지마도 요 말해 나랑술라 나주 베제 동 토야기 잠블리 지마도 요 말어 단 잠블리 디 낭로라 미카치 지우지네 디 미카치 동해 뇽네 디 세디 저메버치시네 카가지 디 세디 요 말해 뒤쪽가시지 제벌을 마도 다른 얘기 강에디 산이 체랑기 강에 로 다리 체랑기 강에디 산이 얘기 강에 딘다고 지래다.
And so this world that we live in, it's not a big world, is it? It's a small world that we're all sharing as our home, and so it's not that whatever happens here doesn't affect over there. It's not that there's some people over there that are happy and some people over there that are unhappy. Actually, it's all just a matter of time. If I'm experiencing a problem today, maybe it's your problem tomorrow. If you're experiencing a problem today, maybe it's my problem tomorrow. So this world is small, and the things that happen in it, it's not like isolated. Whatever happens to one now can be happening to another at a different time. So we necessarily need to know that.